she's there.
These aren't just scary movies, they're death traps. In these 15 brutal horror films, survival isn't possible. No heroes, no escape, but just pure hopeless terror. Make sure to watch until the end, because the deeper we go, the deadlier it gets. Number 15. It Follows. In David Robert Mitchell's hauntingly original nightmare, a teenage girl named Jay becomes the target of a relentless supernatural entity after a seemingly innocent sexual encounter. This shape-shifting force takes the form of anyone, a stranger, a friend, even a loved one, and follows its victim at a slow, unstoppable pace. No matter where you run, it will find you. The only way to delay the curse is to pass it on, but even that offers no real safety. With its eerie stillness, lingering dread, and dreamlike atmosphere, It Follows strips away the comfort of safe spaces and turns every background figure into a potential threat. Surviving isn't about fighting, but it's about endlessly running from something that never stops. Number 14. The Descent. In Neil Marshall's claustrophobic descent into madness, 6 women venture deep into an uncharted cave system seeking adventure and escape. But their journey turns nightmarish when a collapse traps them below ground, and they discover they're not alone. Lurking in the suffocating darkness are the Crawlers. Blind, savage humanoid creatures evolve to hunt in total blackness. With dwindling light, rising panic, and no way out, the group fractures as quickly as their hope. Tunnels twist, minds break, and blood flows. Even if the Crawlers don't get you, fear, disorientation, and betrayal might. In this underground hell, survival demands more than strength. It demands becoming the very monster you fear. Number 13. Cube.
1,576 rooms.
In Vincenzo Natali's mind-bending nightmare, a group of strangers awakens inside a vast maze of interlocking cubes. Each room nearly identical, but many rigged with deadly traps. None know how they got there or why, but survival hinges on deciphering cryptic mathematical clues and navigating a labyrinth designed to confuse, divide, and kill. As fear mounts and tensions explode, the real threat becomes not just the traps, but each other. Logic and cooperation are their only lifelines, but paranoia spreads faster than reason. With no food, no map, and no end in sight, the cube isn't just a puzzle, it's a prison with no forgiveness. One wrong step, one wrong ally, and you're gone. Number 12, The Thing. In John Carpenter's Frozen Nightmare, a research team stationed in Antarctica uncovers a buried alien life form capable of perfectly imitating any living being. As paranoia sets in, the men realize the enemy isn't outside, but it's among them. Trust disintegrates, alliances crumble, and every glance becomes a question of survival. With no way to tell who's human and who's the thing, hesitation is fatal. Isolation offers no safety, and fire becomes the only truth. The bitter cold mirrors the growing dread, and by the time the storm settles, humanity feels like a fading memory. In a place where your friend might be your killer and your enemy might wear your face, survival isn't just unlikely, it's unknowable. Number 11. REC. In Paco Plaza's relentless found footage terror, a late-night news crew follows firefighters into a Barcelona apartment building after a routine emergency call. But what begins as a minor incident spirals into a full-blown quarantine as a mysterious infection spreads, turning residents into savage, bloodthirsty husks. With exits sealed and communication cut off, the building becomes a death trap, each floor more dangerous than the last. Panic echoes through the halls, night vision becomes your only ally, and every door hides a scream waiting to happen. There's no cure, no help coming, and no warning when it's your turn. Number 10, Infested. In Sebastian Vanacek's skin-crawling nightmare, a rundown Paris apartment complex becomes ground zero for a swarm of highly aggressive venomous spiders. What starts as an unnoticed infestation turns into a full-scale outbreak, trapping terrified residents inside as the building becomes overrun. The spiders are fast, silent, and multiply by the second, crawling through walls, ceilings, and vents with terrifying precision. As panic sets in and escape routes vanish, neighbors turn desperate and chaos becomes as deadly as the creatures themselves. In Infested, survival means outrunning a nightmare that sees you as prey, and chances are you won't be fast enough. Number 9. As above, so below. In John Eric Dowdall's Descent into Madness, a team of explorers ventures deep beneath Paris into the city's ancient catacombs, searching for the legendary Philosopher's Stone. But as they move further underground, reality begins to fracture, and they're pulled into a nightmarish reflection of their own sins. The tunnels twist into impossible mazes, the dead don't stay buried, and every corner turns memory into torment. This is not just a haunted space, but it's a living hell that feeds on guilt and fear. And as above, so below, the only way out is down, and the deeper you go, the less of yourself returns. Number 8. House LLC.
What are you looking at? Holy fuck! Got me, man.
In Stephen Cognetti's chilling faux documentary, a group of friends sets up a haunted house attraction inside an abandoned hotel with a dark past. But something evil already lives within its walls, and it doesn't care about camera setups or exit signs. As opening night approaches, unexplainable events escalate into full-blown terror, and the hotel traps its victims in a nightmare of flickering lights, shifting corridors, and silent figures that move when no one's watching. In House LLC, once you step inside, you're already part of the ending. Number 7. The Cabin in the Woods. In Drew Goddard's twisted genre bender, 5 college friends head to a remote cabin for a weekend getaway, but they're not alone, and they're not in control. Beneath the surface lies a secret facility orchestrating every move, unleashing monsters from a vault of nightmares as part of a ritual to appease ancient gods. Every choice is manipulated, every scream anticipated. The cabin is a trap, the world a stage, and death the only exit. Even rebellion plays into the hands of something far more powerful. In The Cabin in the Woods, survival isn't just futile, it breaks the rules of reality itself. Number 6. The Platform. In this brutal social allegory, prisoners wake up in a vertical tower where food is delivered once a day via a descending platform, stopping briefly on each level. Those at the top feast, those below starve, fight, or worse. As floors descend into chaos, desperation gives way to savagery, and hope becomes a dangerous illusion. No one knows how far the tower goes, and climbing up is impossible. You don't choose your level, the system does. In The Platform, survival isn't about strength or wit. It's about how long you can hold on to your humanity before the structure devours it, and most don't last long. Number 5. The Sadness. In Rob Jabaz's unflinching vision of apocalypse, a viral outbreak turns the population of Taipei into sadistic, hyper-violent maniacs consumed by their darkest urges. There's no zombie shuffle here, just screaming, sprinting, and smiling faces drenched in blood. As society collapses in hours, no place is safe and no act is off limits. The infected don't just kill, but they torture, mutilate, and break their victims in body and mind. Survival isn't about hiding, it's about witnessing horrors you'll never unsee and trying to stay sane. In The Sadness, the moment the outbreak begins, you're already living on borrowed time, and that time runs out fast. Number 4. Final Destination. In this iconic twist on fate, the film begins with a premonition, a glimpse of death before it strikes. When a group of teens narrowly escapes a catastrophic accident, they believe they've cheated fate. But death doesn't take no for an answer. One by one, they fall victim to bizarre, intricate accidents that seem random but are anything but. There's no killer to fight, no place to hide, and no way to see what's coming until it's too late. Every breath feels borrowed, and every survival a delay. In Final Destination, you can run, you can hide, but you can't win because death always collects its due. Number 3. The Blair Witch Project.
Just want to apologize to Mike's mom and Josh's mom and my mom.
In Daniel Myrick's landmark found footage horror, 3 student filmmakers hike into the Black Hills Forest to investigate the legend of the Blair Witch and are never seen again. What begins as a documentary spirals into madness as they become hopelessly lost, stalked by an unseen presence that toys with their minds and unravels their sanity. There are no monsters in sight, no clear rules, and no escape from the suffocating dread. The forest bends time, erases logic, and feeds on fear. In the Blair Witch Project, survival isn't about fighting back, it's about accepting you were never meant to leave. Number 2, Noroi, the curse. In this unnerving, slow-burn masterpiece, a paranormal investigator pieces together a series of bizarre events. Missing children, psychic disturbances, and ritualistic deaths that are all connected by the ancient demon Kagutaba. Told through found footage and documentary clips, the film builds a creeping sense of doom as every discovery tightens the grip of an invisible curse. The terror isn't loud, it's quiet, methodical, and irreversible. The more you learn, the closer it gets, and by the time the truth is uncovered, it's already too late. In Noroi, the horror doesn't chase you. It waits for you to realize you were doomed from the start. Number 1, Dead End.
Lady in white.
Don't worry. She's dead.
In Jean-Baptiste's eerie holiday nightmare, a family takes a shortcut on a quiet forest road and drives straight into purgatory. As night falls, they encounter a mysterious woman in white, a baby that doesn't cry, and a hearse that appears again and again. With each passing mile, reality bends and family members vanish one by one. Time loops, logic crumbles, and the road never ends. There's no turning back, no waking up, and no explanation that can save them. In Dead End, the trap is simple. Once you're on this road, you're already gone, and survival isn't just unlikely, it's impossible.